TC Electronic have listened to you, the customer, and made the Ampworx pedals even better. Or have they? In this video, we have a look at the new firmware update. We look at how to install it and if it actually makes a difference. Let's check it out. First off, let's have a quick reminder of how the DC30 sounds like as stock. Off the bat, actually, I was quite impressed with the DC30, but a lot of people complained about the cab sim being a little bit too direct sounding. This, of course, led to the DC30 sounding a little bit too thin and brittle. Another feature that gets a bit of flack is how the foot switches work. You see, when you press the foot switch down, the effect doesn't engage until you let that foot switch go. In this new update, TC have addressed the foot switch issue. They have revoiced the cab sim to sound warmer and fuller, and adjusted the sweep on the gain to sound smoother and more like a worn-in amp. Let's have a look how you go about updating this thing. Head to TC's website and download the updater. There's a Windows and Mac version, so make sure you download the correct one. Connect the pedal to your computer with the USB cable provided. This USB is mini USB and not USB-C. Come on, TC, get with the times. Hold down the right foot switch. Power on the unit. The light should be green. Then release the foot switch. Launch the firmware updater. The updater will recognize your pedal and show this by displaying its name. Continue through the process on the screen until the progress bar reaches the end. During the process, the LED will blink red and green. Right, now we've updated the unit, let's see what difference it has made. First of all, let's test out that foot switch. If I'm completely honest, this is a feature that hasn't bothered me too much. I do know, however, that it grinds some people's gears when a pedal doesn't switch on with press and rather with release. Drop down in those comments below if this feature would drive you mad. The DC30 was originally quite a bright sounding pedal that could be tamed with the EQ controller. The new cab sim, however, is a much more neutral sound. This makes things much easier to dial in. It is quite subtle as far as changes go, but it is a good one, so well done, TC. I'm going to throw you in a little bonus trick here. The DC30 has two outputs, one with and one without cab sim. The cab sim emulated out opts for the Alnico Blue speaker, which is a classic pairing with the AC30. However, the Celestian Greenback is also a perfect choice for this. So what I'm going to do is run that second output with the TC Impulse emulating a Greenback speaker to get an absolutely massive stereo sound. TC also say that they have improved the tube model. In their words, this preserves the overall gain but smooths the behavior when transitioning towards saturation. If I'm interpreting that right, it should mean that the gain sweep on both channels is smoother. Here's an example of the gain sweep before. And here's the gain sweep afterwards. To my ear, the gain sweep would kick in just after about halfway and ramp up quite suddenly. The new sweep is much more gradual on both channels. This makes it a lot more forgiving when you are dialing in your tone. So do you think the firmware update is an improvement, or did you prefer it before? Share your thoughts in the comments below because I'd be really interested to hear what you think about this. And of course, if you'd like to hear how the firmware updates sound on the other two pedals, if we get enough interest in those comments below, we will shoot some videos on those too. In this video, we had a brief cameo from the TC Impulse. But if you'd like to see what that pedal can do, and if you'd like to see my amp explode in the process, click on the link that shows on screen now. I really appreciate your efforts for making it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.